DC-10
was very,
once.
very nice.
I did a DC-10 once.
It's actually very sad
It's a
that we don't have
fantastic
it
aircraft.
was.
Yeah.
It was.
Fantastic aircraft. The pilots were next level. I still believe that Ghanaian pilots are among the best pilots ever. Because of all the different aircrafts that I've been in. Look, I mean, Charlie, hats off to them, man. You know, the Ghana Airways pilots, they were stars. They were amazing. You know.
I'm too young to remember the pilots and everything, but what I do remember is the food.
Yeah.
And it was nice because it was jollof, and who doesn't like jollof? Don't tell me you don't like jollof.
I mean, jollof with chicken, jollof with gizzard.
And there was some killiwilly on the side.
Oh no, but killiwilly is a staple, you know,
I tell
for the
you,
international
it was
appeal.
delicious. It was delicious. Ghana Airways, wow. Okay, so restoring Ghana Airways key to economic resets. That's according to our Ablakwa Minister for Foreign Affairs.
You know, we have a lot of Ghanaian pilots flying for other countries and companies, right? Yeah, because there's no national airline, so then they have to find somewhere else to go and fly.
Yeah, they're done in restaurants, and you're good restaurants.
Oh, yeah, and done in a restaurant.
Yeah,
airline no good. So we found something useful for it.
Useful for it, Repeal of LI 2462 won't end Galamsey. That's according to Awula Sewa. Lands Ministry reports of 7% lithium royalty false. The PRO spoke on CNR yesterday. Ghana attractive hub for U.S. investment. Victor Smith, one of the ambassadors. Boko Wanep Lords Asantehine's mediation efforts. And other stories you'll find on ChannelOneNewsOnline.com. Blue Water Guards, 636 more deployed to fight Galamsey. Bilsa South to get a Greek college, that's according to Clementa Park. Afro Nation cancelled over safety concerns. Oh, that's sad. Kingsmate says so. AFCON to switch to 4-year cycle from 2028. That's according to CAF.
Time. About time.
And then Donatis calls for collective efforts to implement Boko peace recommendations. MOH unveils new system to streamline healthcare funding decisions. John Kuma's widow Lillian remarries, and another student dies in Anloga EP Basic School B attack. And our president says Africa is reclaiming its story, dignity, and future. Great.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to take you to citynewsroom.com. We have here, Akufo-Addo should have been impeached over Galamsey. This is Apia Dankwa speaking. We have also, let me give you some trending stories. Damango MPP coordinators declare full support for Baumia. We also have government releases 139 million Ghana cedis for 99th LEAP disbursement. We have VIP Gion tightens road safety rules ahead of Christmas. And Ministry of Health rolls out new framework to guide health funding priorities. A few other top stories here as well. Ghana Airways restoration, key to national pride and economic reset. This is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We have lithium deal. Minister not avoiding stakeholder engagement is the PRO. We also have here, step closer to government, speak boldly. Professor Boko Ajiman to CSIR. So this is a challenge to CSIR because we often have conversations with them and they often tend to suggest that there's a lot of research that they've done. There's a lot of work that's sitting on the shelves and in cupboards and in places, you know, that are not being implemented or rolled out on a massive national scale. And well, the Vice President is saying to you, let's come closer to the government and speak boldly about what it is that you need to let government know. Let me give you one more here. Police arrest 7 in Cape Coast in a Cape Coast anti-narcotics operation. All right, so that's that there. You can go on to citynewsroom.com to check out all the fantastic stories.
Okay, so Yesterday, Victor
Yeah.
Smith presented his credentials to President Donald Trump in the U.S.
Yeah.
And this is what he said. Look at this good-looking guy. Trump is a character, I tell
That
you.
was Trump's response.
Yes, look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House. That story is on graphiconline.com. If you go on graphiconline.com, that's the first story that you see. Look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House.
Oh, Lord.
We'll delve into that in a bit. Government to roll out e-visa next year. And police arrest 7 in Cape Coast drug swoop. 4 arrested in police swoop on drug peddling and criminal hideouts in Paga. Reparative Justice False Narratives Mahama calls for United African Front. Nigerian aircraft and crew detained by Burkina Faso released. And here in Accra, fire destroys wooden structures at La Olympia, Abafum. 8 arrested as Navrongo police conduct Christmas security operation. Police warn against the illegal use of sirens and strobe lights on vehicles. December 25, 26, and January 1 declared statutory public holidays. Trade Minister visits a Kumfi juice factory, pledges government support for expansion. 2 pupils killed, 28 injured in Anloga School B attack. Mofa warns against fraudulent empowerment scheme. All of this on graphiconline.com.
All right, so should we go international? Or do you have any other local?
Let me do local. Let me
Yeah.
quickly do GNA,
Okay.
and then we can go international. Okay. So Nanoye urges structured diaspora engagement as Ghana pushes 24-hour economy, export-led growth. Benjamin Crump hails President Mahama's leadership as moral compass for global reparative justice movement. Mahama urges Africa diaspora unity as reparations debate takes center stage at Accra Summit. And Attorney General Lord Ziyoku's executive director, jail corrupt officials in Galamsey fight Idrisu to judiciary. And the trade minister is urging manufacturing firms to source locally to drive jobs and industrialization. And our vice president, now still at the Diaspora Summit, she said diaspora partnership central to Ghana's reset agenda. Other stories you'll find, so the editor's pick, culture and creativity key to national identity according to our tourism minister. Communities in Yilo Krobok municipality appeal for clean water. Still on GNA, Gamanche calls for truth, unity, and shared accountability as Ghana leads global reparations agenda. Yeah, we can go international.
Okay. All right. So I'll take you to CNN Africa. And so some stories from the continent. We have South Africa briefly held U.S. government personnel on refugee assignment amid fraught relationship. Okay. And I can see a signage in the picture at the back there, make South Africa great again. It looks like there's some issues going on between the U.S. and South Africa. We have Rwanda-backed M23 group says it will withdraw from seized Congo town after U.S. request. We also have satellite imagery and whistleblowers reveal bodies in Sudan's canals. Okay, so this is the ongoing harrowing experiences of people in South Sudan. We also have the daughter of South Africa's former leader has been accused of luring men to fight for Russia.
Oh,
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah,
came
that
out
story, yes.
here, I think somewhere early, was it early last year or late last year?
Yeah,
I mean, early this
early
year.
this
or-
year,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
In
wow.
Mozambique, an ISIS insurgency is newly energized as U.S. cuts impact aid programs. So it looks like the whole cutback from the U.S. government, is having a negative ripple effect on parts of the continent, So yeah, so those are some of the headlines. You can go over to CNN Africa and check out the stories that we have there for you.
Right. Okay, so I'm on Channel One News. I'm going to delve into some of the stories, and opening that Ghana Airways one that made us nostalgic and remember some flights that we took. So the government says plans to restore Ghana Airways will not only serve as a symbol of national pride, but also play a strategic role in the country's economic reset and renewed engagement with the African diaspora. According to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, he said the revival of a national career is driven by economic rationale and a pan-African vision that places connectivity, investment, and self-reliance at the center of national development rather than nostalgia. He made the remarks at the closing session of the 2025 Diaspora Summit in Accra on Saturday, which is yesterday. So the minister noted that Ghana's lack of a national airline has contributed to significant capital flights, especially during major international events that draw large numbers of diaspora visitors. He said revenue from ticket purchases often ends up outside the country, denying Ghana the opportunity to retain and reinvest those funds. And the story goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm actually happy about this. Like, if they can really, really do this, I'll be so happy. And I say this because airlines that fly Ghana, US, or, you know, decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
Now, Delta, if you're in, I think, economy to economy plus, Delta One, you're only allowed one bag. Me as a Ghanaian, me one bag
yeah, you know, it's crazy. No, it really is crazy.
Me one bag
you know?
And then for every extra bag, you have to pay $100, which I feel is a ripoff. It's too much money because the ticket is already $1,000-something dollars, which is roughly tens of thousands of cedis.
Yeah.
10,000 plus.
They're doing,
cedis. So it's a ripoff to pay an extra $100 for a bag. So I think recently they launched something, direct flights to, is it New York? Because normally they fly to Atlanta, so direct flights to New York. So I think I texted, did they add that you can add an extra bag? Or is it still that same one bag that you're going with? So having an international airline of our own, at least you know that, this is ours. And maybe the rules will work for us because there's no Ghanaian under the sun that is traveling that one bag will be enough. It's impossible. It's impossible. I don't know why they think. No, one bag is full of money, Kobe, yam, and all of those things.
There was an experience I had back in the early, was it late 90s or early 2000s? South African Airways was flying to Accra. And I had connected from Blantyre, Malawi to Joburg. So I was on the flight from Joburg to Accra. And Black Stars was in South Africa for something, and they were done. So they also heading back to Accra. Charlie, the Black Stars players had done shopping. Everybody was entitled to 2 bags. People had entered the plane with 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags.
Carry-ons?
Including carry-ons. Yes. It was crazy. So when the pilot did all the final checks, after loading the plane, did all the final checks, they realized that they didn't have the accurate weight of the luggage on the aircraft. So they had to offload everything.
Oh no.
Everything, including all the heavy carry-ons. So if you had more than one carry-on, you had to take it down off the plane. So that they weigh everything. Because it's about calibration. The plane can carry the weight too. That's not the problem. But if you give the wrong information that it's 1,000 kilos when it's actually 1,500 kilos, then the plane is off balance. The information you put in, the plane is going to fall out of the sky like a bird. Out of the sky.
And so we actually do carry a lot of carry-ons, including our body. You wear 3 jackets, 4 trousers.
Do you know when we left? Do you know when we left Joburg? Do you know when we left Joburg?
What time?
the time we were taxiing is the time we should have arrived in Accra.
Oh no.
Yes.
Because wait, Accra
6
to Joburg is
hours.
like 6 hours. So it took 6 hours.
6 hours to offload,
weigh the stuff,
everything, pack it back into
everything
the
back
car,
into the
plane, and put it
6
on. Yes,
hours.
6 hours. And we're seated in the plane the entire time.
Oh no, this should have offloaded
Charlie,
you
it's
guys.
experiences, so you have to have some, you know.
This experience here, I swear, I'll blow through the roof. At least they should offload you back into the airport and wait.
Yeah.
Wait in the terminal, because sitting down for 6 hours, that means you're going to sit down
because
for
I think they
6
dragged
hours.
out the decision. What should we do? Should we take what should we take off? Should we do this? Should we do that? So I think the first hour or so was just trying to figure out what to do. Then eventually the pilot decided that look, the safest thing to do is to weigh everything again. Let's get the accurate weight.
Wow.
Then everybody can go. We can go with everything, but we need to know the real weight.
Ghana phones, but it's not us. Uncle, your mother's uncle's, whatever. You know, you have to buy presents. You can't go and come back empty-handed. It's not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. Say, yeah, bro.
Everybody has their expectation.
Yeah.
And they'll let you know.
Delta.
Anyway, still on ChannelOneNews.com, Awula Sewa says she's the coordinator of Eco-Conscious Citizen. She has warned that repealing the legislative instrument LI 2462 alone will not resolve illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey, stressing that strict law enforcement is critical. Speaking on Channel One News, Channel One TV's The Big Issue on Saturday, December 12th, she described the repeal as a positive step, but insufficient without effective enforcement. I'll just stop it there. Now, you know, again, this is the whole bane of Ghana's existence. Everything's about enforcement and the lack thereof. You know, we have the beautiful rules, we have the beautiful laws, but people just don't seem that interested in enforcing. You know, I don't know what it is. Look at the road traffic issues. Enforcement. It's like we're not interested in enforcing, you know.
I was going to say they're tired, but that's no excuse.
No, but who's tired? Wait, who's tired?
Everybody. Police, Ghanaians. We're driving in
Ghanaians are tired.
Completely total darkness. There's no lights.
Yeah.
There's no road markings.
Yeah.
And the policeman too is tired of telling you to
Meanwhile, there's
drive the right way.
a law for everything.
Yes.
And they are enforcers of those laws for all laws.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Talking about Galamsey, I think we spoke to the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Amaboa, on this particular repeal of LI 2462 on Eyewitness during the weekend. He also said that they have reclaimed, was it 9 or 11 forest reserves? 9 forest reserves, yes. And so they're working on reclaiming the others. Said you have to match the people boots for boots because they're like armed to the teeth. Yeah. And I'm thinking, how did we get here? How did we watch people enter into our forest reserves and let them do what they do, to the fact that you have to fight them with guns and bullets just to get them out? Like, it's totally neither here nor there. And I know we have said time without number that if we do not end Galamsey ASAP, we're in trouble. Yeah. We're going to be importing water.
We will be in trouble, yes, if we do.
We're going to be importing water. The last time the EPA boss was here, and she said she's scared because if she checks the stats, if she looks at her reports, she's been on the field, she's seen things. And she's one of the more proactive EPA bosses we've had in a very long time. Recently they were in an accident, and our very own Doris was part of it. But prior to that accident, she had been in the studio and she was like, if we want to import clean water, then that's where we're headed as a country. If we're not serious about fighting this, that is where we're headed as a country.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't scare us enough, then I honestly don't know what will. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I can't agree with her more. It won't end Galamsey.
No, it won't.
It
But
won't.
we know this, and I think that, I mean, for us who are always involved in, you know, finding the news and all that, we see it so often that lack of law enforcement is a major, major problem in Ghana. I don't know how we're going to fix that. You know, I really don't know how we're going to fix that. You know how we did war against indiscipline, and then people will come and fight you. You know, as you are trying to get enforcement to work.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a boss where you can say I'm late.
yeah, you know, I mean, it's.
Someone asked me, why have we stopped doing war against indiscipline? I said I'll go and ask amends for the person because I can't answer that
People
question.
are against it. That's the reality. People are against it.
Yeah, of course.
People are against it.
Of course, because we're all breaking
As
the laws.
much as it helps the society in general, and people who are looking for the well-being of the society want it, a lot of people don't want it because
Yeah, of course not.
because they thrive in the chaos.
Yeah.
Think about it. A man who has been sent by his boss, his car has sirens and lights, right? He would jump the traffic and start speeding down the opposite oncoming traffic,
On their pentom.
right? Because he claims that up and
Pentom.
Now, the war against indiscipline caught many of these people,
Yeah.
you know, and somebody even claimed that they were on national assignment going to parliament. They were on national assignment and dared the cameraman to film him well, you know. There's all that. We know what the law says. The law does not allow them to do that,
Yeah.
but they do it.
They do it.
And so people like that, of course they will hate war against indiscipline because they can't jump traffic and do whatever they misbehavior they want to do. You know, and there are many others like that as well.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. All right. I wanted to bring the Trump story on Graphic Online, and there's also a story in relation to that on ChannelOne News Online. So I'm starting with graphiconline.com. It says, look at this good-looking guy. Trump welcomes Ghana's ambassador to the White House. A bit of the story reads, Ghana's ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Victor Emmanuel Smith, has formally presented his credentials to U.S. President Donald J. Trump, officially beginning his diplomatic mission in Washington, D.C. The ceremony took place at the Oval Office of the White House, where Ambassador Smith was among 14 newly appointed envoys accredited to the United States. According to a post by the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C. on Facebook, he was the first ambassador to be received by President Trump during the session, a development that underscored Ghana's diplomatic standing and engagement with the United States. The post disclosed that President Trump reacted warmly upon seeing the Ghanaian envoy, exclaiming, "Look at this good-looking guy." I'm trying to sound like Trump.
But he didn't lie.
He actually is a good-looking guy.
I mean, Victor Smith, you know.
A remark that drew light-hearted laughter in the Oval Office and set a cordial tone for the interaction. During the engagement, Ambassador Smith expressed his appreciation for the opportunity to serve as Ghana's representative in Washington and conveyed greetings from President John Dramani Mahama. He reaffirmed Ghana's interest in working closely with the United States further to strengthen the long-standing bilateral relationship between the two countries. The ambassador emphasized Ghana's commitment to expanding cooperation in trade, investment, and economic diplomacy, describing the country as a stable democratic state and a strategic gateway to regional and continental markets. He noted that Ghana provides access to a sub-regional market of more than 400 million people and a continental market exceeding 1.4 billion people, positioning the country as an attractive destination for American businesses seeking to expand their footprints in Africa. And a similar story on ChannelOneNewsOnline.com. Ghana is signaling a renewed phase of strategic engagement with the United States following the formal presentation of credentials by its ambassador to the U.S., His Excellency Victor Emmanuel Smith, to President Donald J. Trump at the White House's Oval Office. And I like his outfit. Kind of reminds you of late former president.
Atanos?
Yes, he used to wear,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's a fanti. The fantis wear a shirt.
With a shirt underneath
Yes,
it.
underneath, yeah.
The fantis and the Evers.
Okay.
Yeah, they also
Yeah.
wear shirts
Yeah.
underneath it. Yeah.
It's very nice. Yeah, look at this good-looking guy.
So I'm wondering whether it was the physical good looks or it was the color and the grandeur of his outfit.
Of his
you know,
outfit.
that,
Probably all of it
or maybe,
together.
Yeah, everything put
Everything
together.
put together.
Yeah.
There's a story here on graphiconline.com, if you don't have any story. Government to roll out e-visa next year. Bit of
Okay.
it reads, government will roll out an electronic visa policy in the first quarter of next year. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, has announced. I am delighted to announce to you that this government, under strict instruction of President John Dramani, will be rolling out an e-visa policy in the first quarter of next year, 2026, he said. Mr. Ablakwa was speaking at the closing session of the Maiden Diaspora Summit held in Accra on Saturday. The minister stated that the e-visa policy would include a special dispensation for members of the African diaspora who would be able to apply at a reduced cost. He said the policy would also introduce a reciprocal approach to visa application fees based on country-specific arrangements. So this will be good news for people in the diaspora who keep complaining that our various embassies delay in processing visas, in even answering emails or calls or
calls, even calls,
or whatever.
basic as calls. You have complaints that people, you call the number. It's not good.
I don't think it speaks well of us.
It's not good at all.
Yes, I think people have complained they've missed funerals, they missed important engagements back here in Ghana just because an embassy did not get back to them on time as to when they should come for their passport or all those things.
I have a friend
Doesn't
who lives outside of California but needed to go to LA to go and that's the closest place to go and get some, passport issues sorted out and passport and visa issues sorted out and only gets to the office where it's happening only to be told that the Ghana embassy at in DC, they're not responding to anything. They say the systems are down, something. So, like literally, I mean, imagine having to travel maybe 24 hours to arrive in LA and to be told this, So it's like a lot of systems, are not functional. But I do have it on good authority that this administration is looking to modernize what's happening in America in terms of our mission there, on all fronts. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we should hear some really good news on that side. Yeah.
We're all for it.
There's a News Center story here. It says here are the university's parliament-approved renaming. And this business of renaming, I don't know how you feel about it, but let me just read the story quickly. So Parliament gives approval for name changes across selected public universities. Now, the Parliament has approved amendments to the names of 2 public universities, a move the government said will enhance inclusivity, strengthen stakeholder engagement, and improve the global competitiveness of Ghana's higher education institutions. Now, the House passed the Simon Diodong Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies Amendment Bill 2025, clearing the way for the institution to be renamed the University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, WA. Okay, that's in WA in Upper West. The bill was approved on Friday, December 19th, 2025. Now, the amendment removes the name of the late Prime Minister Samuel Diodong Dombo from the university's title while maintaining its core academic focus on business and integrated development studies. The government explained that the change is aimed at improving public perception and strengthening the university's relationship with key stakeholders. And according to officials, the revised name is expected to boost student enrollment attract increased funding, and deepen support from alumni and development partners. How do you feel about the reasons given?
I remember yesterday I spoke about it a little, and I was thinking, so when you get your certificate,
Yeah.
and it's from the former name, and now you're like, how do you go about it? I know it doesn't cancel your results or your degree, but it was just a funny thing that was going on social media.
Yeah.
I think this business of we do one thing, the next government will come and do another thing, was the reason why they all sat down and said, let's do a 40-year development plan, and nothing happened. Because every government comes,
yeah.
I don't understand
The problem is not in the plan. I think the plan is well spelled out, is detailed. The planning commission has done
but nobody is following it.
Good work, but we now need to
ratify it in Parliament.
No, we now need to make the political parties. It's like we need to make them the burden to take from the plan as part of their manifesto. They should take from the plan. Do you see? So without trying, the plan will be being executed as time goes on, right? So unfortunately, we're not doing that. So people are creating their manifesto promises parallel to the plan. So the plan has just been shelved there. It's like almost like a white elephant, which is very unfortunate because we put a lot of money into this as well,
But anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Universities have been changed, and so if your university is one of them, take notes and take notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine still has its original name, so.
Pardon?
Mine still has its original name, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
People were fighting that. Why are they leaving that one? They should change it. But I'm like, that name has existed for ages. So I mean, come on, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.